Good day, everyone. My name is French.
Hello, I'm Sidman.
Hey, my name is Ia.
Hey, I'm Yuri.
Hi, I'm Jude.
And I'm Eli.
And we are here to discuss a certain issue affecting around 422 million people. As dietitians and nutritionists, we are here to help everyone be educated with this matter.
Matter being diabetes, a chronic condition that develops either when the pancreas does not have enough insulin or when the body does not use insulin properly.
If left unchecked, diabetes can cause multiple complications, long-term challenges such as macrovascular disorders.
A deficiency of insulin may evolve as the disease progresses. As a result, dietary approaches to balance insulin is a diet technique that can help people with diabetes manage their insulin level.
The project focuses extensively on regulating insulin in your body when you have diabetes and nutritional and dietary advances needed to avoid or regulate all types of diabetes. The goal of this project is to find out how diabetics will control insulin levels in their bodies.
Centered on the literature on this heterogeneous condition, the National Diabetes Data Group developed diabetes and other types of glucose tolerance in 1979. Type 1, insulin-dependent diabetes, and type 2, diabetes are the two most common types of non-insulin diabetes.
Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disorder. This happens as the pancreas is targeted by the antibodies that kill the organ and do not make insulin. Type 1 diabetes can occur at any age, but it is more prevalent in children and adolescents.
Too much sugar that accumulates in the body contributes to type 2 diabetes. High blood sugar levels can lead to issues with the circulatory, nervous, and immune systems. When the body cells fail to respond to insulin as expected, type 2 diabetes evolves.
We have talked about insulin a lot. How about we understand the term more?
Insulin is a hormone that plays a range of roles in the metabolism of the body. It plays a key role in regulating blood glucose concentrations by signaling glucose levels in the liver and muscle and fat cells. Cells are unable to use glucose as food and will continue to die without insulin.
And glucose is also another
Hip-hop is a way of life.
The only free sugar circulating in the blood of larger animals is glucose. It is a source of energy for cell function and of critical significance in the regulation of metabolism.
Going back to insulin, there are certain circumstances when a person has too much insulin. This is what we call hypoglycemia.
Hypoglycemia is a disease in which you have a lower than average glucose consumption, which is the body's primary energy source. If the initial glucose blood level decreases and is not treated, the brain will be impaired. This simply shows that the brain relies almost entirely on glucose as energy supply.
If hypoglycemia means you have too much insulin, how about having either little or nothing of insulin?
Patients with type 1 diabetes, as mentioned, either emit less or no insulin at all. The body can no longer carry glucose from the blood to the cells, and the pancreas produces little to no insulin. If the amount of glucose is high enough, excess glucose leaks into the urine, leading to dehydration.
Moving on now,
How about before that we talk about what exactly is a dietary plan?
People with a history of diabetes can benefit from a dietary plan to monitor and maintain their diabetes. Planning a diet that works for you will help you escape potential issues. The plan helps control and manage diabetes and can improve one's health.
Many dietary factors are now possible and will be included in the diet schedule. The diet we are studying has been shown to decrease blood sugar levels and improve insulin levels. Here are some foods on the list.
Carbohydrates. They are the body's key source of nutrition. Carbohydrates are chemically made up of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. There are three macronutrients available: fiber, calcium, and fat.
Macronutrients are necessary for the proper functioning of the body, and a large number of them are required. All macronutrients have to be consumed in a diet since the body cannot produce them on its own.
next is good fats, which are critical for keeping blood sugar levels under control. Usable fats are categorized into two categories: monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats.
Monosaturated fat is a form of fat in the food. It is one of the better fats along with polyunsaturated fat. At room temperature, monounsaturated fats are liquid, so they appear to solidify when cool.
Polyunsaturated fats, essential fatty acids, are required for brain function and cell growth by the body. Required fatty acids are not produced by our bodies, so they have to be eaten by food.
Following is fiber, also considered as a carbohydrate. It cannot be broken down into sugar molecules and thus is indigestible. Soluble fiber that dissolves in water can help to lower blood glucose and cholesterol levels. Insoluble fiber can aid digestion by holding food and promoting regularity.
Lastly, heart-healthy fish and seafood that is rich in omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 is especially rich in oily fish. Vitamin D deficiency is widespread in people with diabetes.
Incorporating fish into one's diet is a healthy way to improve vitamin D levels. Though, it is crucial for someone with diabetes to consult with a doctor before making any major lifestyle changes.
Okay, before we move on, is anyone familiar with insulin tolerance?
Oh, insulin tolerance also happens when the failure of the cells to absorb and use blood sugar for energy decreases the amount of excess glucose in the blood.
Yeah, that eating too much calories can lead to weight gain, whether from extra fat, sugar, or alcohol. Insulin sensitivity is a key factor for maintaining good health, and through this plan you will not understand what your diet will be and control your diabetes.
Okay, now how about we talk more about what we think this plan has to offer?
Our plan has a good combination of what we have been talking about: nutritious carbohydrates, low-fat or fat-free foods, including unsaturated fats and lean proteins, as well as plenty of fresh fruits and vegetables, may be the best cure.
As nutritionists and dietitians, we hope that through the study or proposal, we may be able to provide answers or show you the following. 1. Effects of food and blood sugar level. 2. The role of insulin in lowering the blood sugar level. 3. Complications of high blood sugar level in the body. 4. Benefits of a carefully planned diet to effectively reduce blood sugar level. And lastly, come up with a diet plan to cure diabetes and prevent complications to health due to diabetes.
In this study, we will be teaching you the different types of food and drinks to avoid and also the best types in order for our insulin to control the blood sugar in our body.
Let us now start with the food and drinks to avoid. The most common sugary drink and food to avoid are candies and soft drinks, because this will be making our sugar level increase faster. But the best food and drinks that can help our insulin control our sugar are eating non-starchy vegetables and healthy fats, because this helps support the insulin to control the blood sugars in our body. While for the drinks are tea and coffee, because this helps the insulin become more active.
As you can see, my colleagues have a very detailed plan to offer.
With the rise in the number of people suffering from obesity and diabetes, it is more important that we better consider the role of insulin in the human body. There are just a handful of the various functions of insulin in the human body.
If insulin is not properly regulated, it can cause a variety of complications in the human body. Insulin deficiency is the cause of one of the most severe health issues. Too much insulin places the body at risk of hypoglycemia. If the body's insulin content is too high, the cells absorb too much glucose.
Now that we've addressed it all, surely our viewers now understand how important it is to keep our insulin levels in order. About how difficult it may seem, the procedures to ensure proper insulin control are very simple.
To sum it all up, the only thing that you can do to regulate enough insulin in your body is to consume a healthy diet. Meat, including the ones described above, is an important way to lower insulin levels in the body.
Okay, I believe that is all. Does anyone want to add anything?
No.
I guess this is the end of the video. Thank you everyone for listening, and we all hope that you did not only understand more on what we have to offer with our plan,
But by even trying out our plan, we all hope that everyone stays healthy and safe.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye!
Goodbye!